Hey, welcome to Coco Sports. I am the huge one, aka the idiot Dave Coco from CocoSports.com or KOCOSports.net. It takes you to the same place as the world comes to kick ass. Your home for combat sports, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. I got a cold, so talking's not helping me here. But hey, I'm gonna do all these. I'm gonna talk New Japan, King of Pro Wrestling, little bit of review, not really, kind of reading results, giving you my opinions, not a full-blown review, because some of the matches, it's like, oh, that happened. Yep, moving on. With that said, I'm also going to be reading some comments from an open letter to New Japan fans, because I don't think I made myself clear. Because I'm asking you, like, hey, this is what I think we should do to improve New Japan. And you're like, I'm not the police. And I'm like, I must have not have been clear. All right. So let's break down. We always ask in a review, even though this ain't a review, win, loss, or tie, what you thought about this. Overall, I was highly entertained. I think this is a huge win for the night. But I was at the main event, I was like, am I rooting for the better storyline or the wrestler I want to win? Um I was rooting. I wanted Omega to win, but Cody Rhodes would have been a better storyline, by far, and it would have been a better 1-4. I have my tickets for 1-4. I'm excited. My bear friend is going to pick him up in what, a couple hours. Can't wait. Gonna have my 1-4 tickets in my hand. I think that's how it works. I have no idea. But anyway, I got tickets to 1-4, so I'm going no matter what. But if Cody would have won, look how much better the card is. All right? Cody against Tanahashi, I think, is a better matchup for the main event for two reasons. One, I think Cody would play a better heel than Omega, because I think Omega is the cool heel, but I think Cody would have been the heel. And I think Tana could have kept himself. But above that, then you have the Golden Lovers feuding. They cost each other the title, and they're feuding. That would have been amazing. And, if Jay White gets lost to the arena, I don't know. I feel like I love New Japan, but since I'm not excited for 1-4, I think I feel like people are like, you fucking hate New Japan. I'm like, really? I'm on Team New Japan. Literally, I got the membership card. I got my 1-4 tickets. I've been watching this shit before most of you motherfuckers because I'm old. Advantage being old. I don't want to be old grandpa, but this is bullshit, okay, kids? I'm watching New Japan. I've been to over 10 Wrestle Kingdoms. I've been to over, I don't know, 12 to 15 1-4 shit. Holy shit, I'm old. I'm fucking old. I'm old and cranky. So overall, I thought for the event, I thought it was amazing. I just think it's okay to critique New Japan. It's cool, and we'll get to that in a second. But let's break down this event starting from the top. I'll definitely put the link in the doobly doo, and I'll probably put the results in the doobly doo. But if I forget, forgive me. All right, you got Suzuki-gun over the Legends, Liger, and Tiger Mask 4. This is a very unpopular opinion. I feel like in New Japan, a lot of people complain about WWE and other shows being, have a formula. I I honestly don't think a New Japan show officially starts until one match before intermission. Like, you could show up to a New Japan show late and you've just missed 97 tag team matches. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but to me, it is what it is. Great Bash heel, Makabe. I love Makabe. I love Honma. I love these guys. Over Robinson and Toa Henare. I can't pronounce that guy's name. Firing Squad, Bad Luck Fale, Ishimori, Tonga, and Loa over Bullet Club. So that feud continues. You got Chaos over Suzuki-gun. And the most important part is Naito gets on the mic and introduces the newest member. And I was just so happy that it was Shingo the Dragon. I've been saying this for a long, long time. New Japan needs to get the Stardom girls and the Dragon Gate guys, because the Dragon Gate guys would get the IWGP light heavyweight title up, and the women's division would be amazing if you had Stardom. That's just an opinion. but I was super happy. I love Dragon Gate. I love New Japan. This was great. I got a question for honest fans because it seems like we live in a world of Wikipedia. It's like at 4 minutes and 32 seconds you stuttered and said cruiserweight title instead of IWGP super light. Fucking go fuck yourself. But be honest. How many of yous were fist pumping and how many of yous were going to Wikipedia and Google to find out who he was? I'd like to know. To me, I was super excited for that. And because I thought I live in Japan. This was hyped up beyond belief. This was on all the magazine covers. This is what pro wrest fans were talking about over here. And I was like, man, I hope it's someone good. I thought it was gonna be. I don't know who it was gonna be, but I thought it had to be a shock. And I thought this delivered. I enjoyed it a lot. Did the new member of Loss, did it live up to the hype? Were you satisfied with that? And did you know who he was? Be honest. We're passionate fans, but we're going to be honest fans here, all right? All right, so the Loss defeats Chaos. Poor Okada. His life is falling apart. Evil versus Zack Sabre Jr. goes to a no contest after Chris Jericho attacks Evil. Chris Jericho is like that fucking piece of shit uncle who always tricks you. You're like, he's not coming back. He's not going to give me a fucking noogie. And he always gives you a noogie. I always think he's not going to come back. I'm like, all right, well, we're done seeing Jericho. Jericho's off the WWE, TNA, or doing a cruise, or Fozzy. You know, he's too adventurous to come back. I'm like, he's not going to come back. And bow, he's back. In a good way. I love you, Chris Jericho. I'm not a big fan of your podcast, but, you know, as a pro wrestler, love you. Read all your books. With that said, once again, I'm literally going to have 1-4 tickets in my hand in a couple hours. Evil versus Jericho? All right. We'll see where this goes. I know what New Japan fans think. Everything is awesome. Holy shit. New Japan fans have become WWE fans. What a fucking world we live in. I used to do that everything is awesome to make fun of WWE fans. And now I'm doing it to New Japan fans. And I'm not going to say that's not fair. Foreign New Japan fans. I noticed Japanese New Japan fans not as over the top wackety do. They actually critique the product. They actually talk about it. But yeah, to me, Jericho, I'm super happy you're back. But Evil? All right, we'll see how this goes. Now listen, I want to eat crow. I want to be in front of the Tokyo Dome with tears in my eyes, Bear Friend holding my iPhone, and me going, it was the greatest Wrestle Kingdom 1-4 show I ever saw live. I was an idiot back in, October. I was an idiot back in October. I was wrong, and super fans that never critique anything were right. That's what I want to happen. But right now, I'm glad I'm going to New Japan. Going to 1-4. Nothing to see here. Holy shit, this better be good. This better be good. I swear to Christ. I don't want to be depressed leaving Wrestle Kingdom. I don't want to live in a world where I'm depressed leaving Wrestle Kingdom. Oh, how can you be fuck you, super fan? I don't know what's worse, super gaijins or super fans. Moving on. All right. Kushida over Marty's scroll. I was really shocked by this. Here's the thing. Marty's over. Like, completely over. And I was just surprised Kushida won. But who knows? Maybe you have Kushida so the Dragon can take him on at Wrestle Kingdom. All right, if Kushida takes on the Dragon, that's it. That's the match I'm most excited for. I know it's unpopular opinion, but it's my opinion. But yeah, Marty's making the best of what he's got. I'm going to tip my hat to you, man. I'm going to tip my freaking hat to you, man. Mad props. Yeah, I'm just skipping that. That's not that important. And Tanahashi over Switchblade Jay White via pinfall. And then crazy shit just fucking happened. And they teased awesomeness. And they teased shittiness. And then you had, okay, this makes sense. And then they played it out. They're really good at storytelling. I know I'm critiquing the storytelling, but at the same time, I'm giving props. That's what a real fucking fan does. They don't just fucking suck New Japan balls. First off, Okada saves Tanahashi. All right? Love it. Love every minute of it. The fact that, there's a rumor, it's okay, it's made up between me and 5 friends, but there's a good chance they might be subscribed to Coco Plays. Because some of these storylines with Okada and Tanahashi are playing out like some fucking nerd making up shit on a video game. All right, now that Delusional Corner is over, brought to you by Coco Plays, let's live back to reality here. Basically, I'm just going to talk about the moments I really like and what I was thinking. When Bullet Club was holding fucking Switchblade and they were talking Omega into doing it. And I don't know if it was Tana or Switchblade. I apologize. But yeah. So basically, he's going for the attack and then they fucking turn on Bullet Club. There was a part of me. I love Okada more than a straight man should. Don't believe me? Every day I play on Coco Plays as Okada versus somebody. But here's the thing. I love Okada, and I buy all his merchandise. His merchandise sucks a cock. No, his new shirt is pretty awesome, but I hate going to the New Japan shop and just sitting there and just staring at which one I want to buy, and then I look over and there's like 97 awesome Lost shirts, and I'm like, God damn it, really, this motherfucker's walking out with a balloon? Is this really fucking happening? And then I look to the right and there's a zillion trillion awesome fucking Bullet Club shirts. I was hoping, for all the wrong reasons, that Okada joined Bullet Club for the merch. Is that wrong? Is it wrong? Is it wrong? But I do like the new Rainmaker shirt. I should have seen it. I should have been like, hey, I'm going to have to go buy that one. Because you have no idea how hard it was to pick a Rainmaker shirt in New Japan shop. They're not very cool shirts. You know what I mean? But this one's not bad. It's gold. It's shiny. It's got an R. All right. I'll roll with it. Whatever. Meanwhile, Bullet Club has fucking Pac-Man. The fuck, man? Well, fucking Okada, get your shit together. I want to buy Pac-Man shirts. No. All I got is fucking... I don't even know what the fuck. Who designs Okada t-shirts? Someone says I go off on tangents. Moving on. So basically, Switchblade joins Bullet Club. I thought it was a bit cheesy at the time, but then they built it up and they showed old clips and paid attention. And I was like, once again, I was wrong. You were right. Good job, New Japan. I hope I'm wrong all the time and they'll deliver the awesome. But I'm man enough to say I'm scared. I'm scared. All right. And then after that, you got Kenny Omega versus Cody Rhodes and Kota Ibushi. I was rooting for Kenny Omega, but the storyteller in me thought Cody and 1-4. I had tickets to 1-4 and story. I just thought Cody would have been over. And there you go. So basically, there it goes. Cuts promo. Overall, I thought it was a huge win. I enjoyed it. I did critique it. And I did a little open letter to New Japan fans. Let me give you the quick summary. When you are an entertainment company and your fans never say anything bad about you, that's not a good sign. Think about it. ECW had diehards. They went out of business. TNA had diehards, went out of business. When your fans can't critique and they blindly defend you, I think that's a bad sign in the entertainment industry. And I think New Japan has got that. And I saw one comment on a Facebook page, and I was like, yeah, it's okay to critique something you love. It's okay. Let me see if I can actually see the thing. If you watched King of Pro Wrestling and your reaction was to complain about the state of New Japan, I feel sorry for you. I genuinely do. And just that attitude, I was like, we're going to go, like, not King of Pro Wrestling, not Wrestle Kingdom, even though I'm not excited. That's not what scared me. That scared me. Because I'm old, and history repeats itself. That's an ECW comment right before ECW went under. That's a TNA comment right before TNA fucking tanked it. That is not a good attitude to have. Because you're not going to fucking win over more fans. And once you see an entertainment company can't do anything wrong, and I'm not saying don't enjoy the show, But if you're like, oh, fucking people can't complain, they're fucking wrong, blah, 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 I think that's it. I think the growth is over. I think that's a bad attitude to have. And here's the thing. I have friends in New Japan creative. I have friends that work for New Japan. I go to pro wrestling bars. I live in Japan. I'm fucking. They're worried. They're worried all the time. But I think it's a lot of these new fans that I call Wikipedia fucking fact searchers. I think they're the ones that are acting like this because I don't think they lived through the hard times. I don't think they've seen where every other week New Japan was probably going to go out of business. I don't think, I don't think they know. And they think, oh, it's always been awesome. Everything's perfect. Cuz here's the thing. I don't think some of the guys they're pushing are worthy of pushing. But if we say everything is okay, then that means they can just give us the shittiest of 1-4 cards. The blind loyal fans are going to say everything is fucking awesome, even though it's not. And all the fans that everybody is awesome fans are recruiting, they're going to come over and be like, oh, this is overhyped. And 1 + 1 equals, holy fuck, ECW, TNA, next New Japan. And I hope I'm wrong. But when a fandom gets it where you can't critique stuff, that's bad. That is bad. Like I said in a video, maybe they got attacked by WWE fanboys. Maybe they have all their eggs in one basket. I don't know the situation. But let's go to your comments. We're just going to scroll down. Renee Valdez, I don't know. King of Pro Wrestling was pretty great in my book. It was. I don't think that's what my video is about. And if I didn't make it clear, I apologize. Cardi Card said, the right though. Just the story set up for King of Pro Wrestling alone having me excited to see where things go from here. Yes and no. I think storyline-wise, intrigue-wise, it is, but I don't like the matchups that much. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I want to know what Western fans think. But it's kind of set up. Omega wins. We say no shit. Tanahashi wins. We go, fucking really? I don't know if that's the way it is. Where Cody, I think it would be a different situation. All right. King Darkwing Duck. I'm starting to see a lot of people complain about because they don't get what they want. I mean, if it was up to me, Naito would be the main event, but it's not like what they're doing doesn't make sense. And Tanahashi's making a comeback, in my opinion. I was never the biggest Tanahashi fan, but he's been winning me over, and I'm hoping he wins at Wrestle Kingdom. My biggest complaint, though, is horrible booking for the U.S. shows. I've been waiting for years to see a New Japan show, but when they finally get here, it's like they're shoving Cody and the Elite down our throats and not giving us 100% authentic New Japan show. But luckily, a lot of the wrestlers read more. I shall share the same opinions as us, so there's some hope. Yeah, a lot of the wrestlers do feel that way. I think it's because the office thinks, oh, well, if we go to America, and then that's just saying this is a New Japan thing. Japanese wrestlers get booked a hell of a lot more when WWE comes to Japan, and it's just a business strategy. But I don't think it's a good business strategy. So yeah, but as far as complaining what people don't get what they want, not really if it's done well. I just disagree with that. I think you can complain because you didn't get what you want. Like, here's an example. If I got what I want, Okada would never fucking lose. But Okada does lose, so it keeps me watching. I'm like, oh, what the fuck's going to happen? But no, I don't think so. If it's done right, I disagree. But yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I can't answer for everybody, but Heavy J says New Japan is the best pro wrestling company going today, and we want it to stay that way. Exactly, and I don't know if you're for me or against me, but critiquing it makes it the best company. Blindly saying, yeah, I love Okada more than a straight man should. This has been clear from day one. Really? If he beats Switchblade, I'm like, yeah, of course he beat fucking Switchblade. Come on. But if he loses Switchblade, I'm like, oh, all right, whatever, dude. I don't think that's the reaction you want me at Wrestle Kingdom. So there you go. And Boom Boom 401 and Dave, the Facebook page you're quoting is an unofficial page. I know this. I was talking about the fans. Boom Boom. It's run by fans. It does not reflect the opinion of New Japan. I know that. New Japan's like fucking worried as shit all the time. New Japan's busting their ass. And a good worried. They got the eye of the tiger. Like, oh, fuck, what do we got to do? What do we got to do? What do we got to do? So, yeah, I know it's not an official page. Ole, Same, ole. So what's the deal with Okada's red hair and the balloons? I pretend the balloons don't exist. You know, you can love something with all your heart, but sometimes you have to look past the flaw. Like, my girlfriend's a bear. I look past that. So, yeah, I the red hair doesn't bother me. The balloons fucking do. Like, anytime you have pro wrestling and you're like, this is my favorite, and something as embarrassing as the balloons happen, I'm like, I'm out. And that's the thing. Another thing with merchandise. I'm sitting there, and they're like, I don't remember. How much was the balloon? Was it like 2,000 yen? Like $20? Bear friend. I'm talking to you, bear friend. Pay attention. I look past the fact that you're a bear. All right, now. How much was the balloon in New Japan shop? Do you remember?
No.
It was expensive, right?
Yeah.
Like for a fucking balloon.
Oh.
I think it was like 2,000 yen, right?
Yeah,
so it was about $20 for the fucking balloon. Go fuck yourself. Dude, it's so goddamn embarrassing. I block it out of my fucking head. You know what I mean? Like, there's a point. Maybe that's what's the problem with pro wrestling fans. When you love something so much, you just block out the embarrassment. So maybe I'm hypocritical. You know, I'm like, hey, dude, fucking New Japan's not perfect. He's like, Okada's not perfect. What about the balloons? I'm like, the balloons don't exist. They never fucking happened. There are no fucking balloons. Like, when he comes out with the fucking balloons, I kid you not, even if I'm alone or with Bear Friend or with friends, I refuse to look at the screen. I'm like, it is not happening. This shit is not happening. And why is the Switchblade character such a failure? This is going to be an unpopular opinion. They're pushing a guy to the moon that doesn't have the talent to reach the moon. I just think he's a mid-carder right now at best. But in defense, super fans are going to be like, well, you're pushing new guys. You don't get that in the other Fed, but Tanahashi's still on top. So, I don't know. What's important to me is talent when it comes to pro wrestling. Probably in life too, but I don't know. But in wrestling, talent matters. And it should. In Hollywood, it matters. In sports, it matters. So talent should matter in sports entertainment. And I don't know. I want it. And here's the thing. At any time, if I'm fucking wrong, that's awesome. That's the thing about being a cynical asshole. When you're wrong, that means something good happened. So that's a good thing. But if you're like, everything's fucking awesome, you got to live that life forever. You know, everyone's like, oh, you're so cynical. Fucking life sucks. No, you're lying to yourself saying everything's fucking awesome. That's a million times shittier. Because one day you're going to crack, and this is how it fucking happens. You get on your Facebook page, you get on your YouTubes, and you're like, guys, if I could be honest for a second. No, you should have been honest from day one, bitch. You didn't have to do that. You know, it's easier to be like, hey, dude, I was wrong, and it was fucking awesome. But no, when you're like, everything is awesome, and then fucking Wrestle Kingdom happens, and you're like, I don't know if it was that awesome, but I have to fucking keep lying because I'm positive. Look at yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. Anyway, so yeah, thank you for the comments. Hopefully you get a link to those. And overall, I thought the show was a win. And for some reason, I fucking say, hey, dude, we should be able to critique New Japan. People are like, you're not a fucking New Japan fan. Fuck you. I officially have the card. I have the card in my fucking hand. Bear Friend, what does that say?
Team Njpw.
All right, first off, you blind bastard. You ruined the entire joke. Second off, I love you, Bear Friend. You got to see through my fingers. The card says Team NJPW. Bow. Got 1-4 tickets. Been watching this shit since Wayne Gretzky was in the Edmonton Oilers. That part's not true, but I love Wayne Gretzky, and I love him on the Edmonton Oilers. So, all right. You caught me in a lie. See? I'm willing to admit that I make mistakes and lie. Yeah. I don't know how long I've been watching it. Probably over 20 years. But here's a secret. You guys want to know a secret? Spoiler. What got me into Japan Pro Wrestling was All Japan, not New Japan. And then I switched. Because All Japan sucks a fucking dick because we weren't allowed to critique it. All right, this is way too long. I wanted like this to be 5 minutes. Like my Rey Mysterio video is like, hey, he's coming back. That's awesome. This way. See, I love New Japan. Talking about it. Hey, thank you all for the comments. With that, oh, wait. We got to plug stuff. CocoSports.net. Coco Sports, the YouTube channel that you're already on. Like, comment, subscribe. Coco Plays, where I play as Okada every day. And, oh yeah, I wrote a novel, Operation Freak Show, on Amazon. It's about luchadors killing pedophiles. It has potty language. It is not for everyone. But I need to eat. So, like, if you're okay with potty language and killing people and murders and bad words, this is the book for you. All right. Did I say like, comment, subscribe? I think I did. And with that, I am over. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Hey. Ba-dum.